The origins of Nowruz. A story of rebirth and renewal. Long, long ago, in the heart of ancient Persia, there was a kingdom ruled by a wise and just king named Jamshid. He was known for his great wisdom and for his ability to bring peace and prosperity to his people. Under his reign, the earth flourished, and the skies shone with brilliant stars. However, the king knew that despite his wisdom and power, there was something even more powerful in the universe: the forces of nature. One year, the earth began to feel weary from the passing seasons. Winter was long and harsh, and the people had grown tired of the cold and darkness. Desperate for change, they prayed to the ancient gods, asking for a renewal of the world. The gods, touched by the people's devotion, decided to send a signal that would announce the arrival of a new cycle, a new beginning. One night, the moon rose high in the sky, shining brighter than it had ever shone before. From its light, a golden bird appeared, fluttering in the air above the kingdom. As it sang its melody, the earth seemed to awaken, and the trees began to bloom. The rivers flowed with newfound vigor, and flowers blossomed in every corner of the land. It was the return of spring. The people rejoiced, knowing that this was no ordinary season. This was the start of a new year, a time for fresh beginnings, rebirth, and growth. King Jamshid declared that every year, on the first day of spring, they would celebrate this moment of renewal, marking the rebirth of the earth and the triumph of light over darkness. Thus, Nowruz was born, an ancient festival that celebrates the arrival of spring, the triumph of good over evil, and the beginning of a new year. Celebrating Nowruz. Traditions and rituals. Nowruz is a celebration of life, renewal, and hope, and its traditions reflect these values. The festivities begin with an ancient cleaning ritual called Khane Tekani, spring cleaning, where families thoroughly clean their homes to sweep away the old and welcome in the new. This is not just about physical cleaning, but also about clearing the mind and spirit to start fresh. On the eve of Nowruz, families gather to celebrate with a haft-seen table. The haft-seen, meaning 7 S's, is an arrangement of 7 symbolic items, each representing a different aspect of life. The items include sabze, sprouts, symbolizing rebirth and growth; samanu, a sweet, thick pudding, representing power and strength; senjed, dried oleaster fruit, symbolizing love; seer, garlic, representing medicine and health; seeb, apple, symbolizing beauty and health; somak, sumac, representing the sunrise and patience; sirka, vinegar, symbolizing aging and wisdom. Each item is carefully placed on the table, along with candles, goldfish, coins, a mirror, and a holy book, such as the Quran, representing light, reflection, and the divine presence in the new year. As the clock strikes midnight and the new year begins, families gather to share a special meal, and often people visit their friends and relatives to exchange gifts and well wishes. This is a time for renewal of relationships, forgiveness, and hope for the future. On the first day of Nowruz, it's customary to wear new clothes, symbolizing a fresh start. People also go outside to enjoy nature, visit parks, or even take a walk by the river, as it is believed that the earth herself is rejuvenated during Nowruz. Chaharshanbe Suri, the festival of fire, takes place on the last Wednesday of the year, where people light bonfires and jump over them, symbolizing the purification of the soul and the burning away of past troubles. The celebrations continue for 13 days, with each day dedicated to spending time with different groups of friends or family. The final day of Nowruz is known as Sizda Badar, where people gather outdoors and enjoy picnics, as well as symbolically rid themselves of any bad luck by casting away the sprouted greens from the haft-seen table into a river or field. Nowruz is not just a celebration of the changing of the seasons. It is a festival that honors life itself, its cycles of growth, death, and rebirth, and reminds everyone to appreciate the beauty of nature, cherish family bonds, and embrace new beginnings with hope in their hearts. That's how Nowruz began and how it's celebrated. It's a beautiful mix of tradition, symbolism, and joy, a reminder that with every new year, there's a chance to start anew.